group of paranormal explorers, our dedicated team travelled all over the UK in search of answers. Answers to the question, is there really life after death?
Did you hear that?
Join us on our mission to discover the truth. The North Wales Mental Hospital in Denbigh first opened its doors in 1848. The hospital was capable of housing 200 patients and 60 staff, with many of the staff living on site in purpose-built accommodation blocks. As the need for more beds grew, the hospital was extended and eventually became self-sufficient, with its own farm, bakery, gasworks and brewery. A chapel was also erected which was capable of accommodating up to 200 people. There was also a sports club within the grounds, and the hospital had its own football team. The hospital saw its last patients in 1995 when it finally closed its doors for the last time. This Grade 2 listed building now stands as an empty shell. The once busy corridors and wards now lay empty and silent. Totally Haunted have visited the hospital many times between 2009 and 2014, and the change is astounding. Places where we'd walked before are now impassable. Floors we'd once walked across are no longer there. It's heartbreaking watching this once magnificent building dissolve into nothing. This is our investigation of Denbigh Mental Asylum. The investigation took place in January 2009. Investigating was myself, Lorraine, and my fellow investigator, Wayne. Once we had arrived on the site, which was around 4 p.m, we made our way to the first building that we saw. While we were stood quietly taking photos, we heard a banging sound coming from the first floor. As we reached the top of the stairs, we heard what sounded like footsteps coming from behind us.
There's somebody upstairs.
We made our way into the room where we thought the banging was coming from. Once we were actually in the room, we realised that the banging sound was just the old sash windows banging in their frames in the wind. At first I thought it was people. Do you think we should go see other buildings before it gets too dark? And we'll try and find the morgue. Was that you? As we were walking around the room, I heard a voice right beside me, but unfortunately, this was not picked up on our camera. We made our way to the heart of the site and headed in. The place now resembled a building site with doors and walls missing. It then dawned on us this was where the main hall once stood, before it was burnt to the ground a few months before. You could now see all the doors and corridors which once led to and from the hall, now exposed to the elements. We were running out of daylight, so we decided we'd head to the door that led to the main building. The first way we tried, our path was blocked, so we decided to try a different way, and we were in. This way led us into a dark corridor, and the smell of damp and decay instantly hit us. There was also a faint odour of disinfectant. We made our way down the dark corridor and continued exploring.
Flash coming. It'll be a bloody horrible place to be put in. Isn't it?
Look at that light thing.
It's all round here. Where you put it down.
Right in here, we haven't gone in here. You seriously need to go first because of the torch. Nothing, no? Yeah, let's go.
That is bendy.
Dodgy floor. As we turned from the room, the camera picked up what sounds like somebody breathing through an oxygen mask. We will now replay the sound with the volume amplified. Once we had slowed it down, we could hear what sounds like a man's voice. We were unaware of what we had just caught on camera, so we continued on. Bit dangerous looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to use the viewfinder just so I can see where I'm going. And even then I can't. Wayne just fell down that hole. I wish the camera was on. This floor is so unsafe. I can feel it under my feet, hollow.
Yeah, you know.
What's that?
Oh, fucking hell.
Scared of your own shadow?
No, no. Light caught that and I see something move. I'm not fucking. This is obviously a kitchen of some sort.
I didn't trust the floors anymore. Do we need to go through there now? This torch isn't bright. There's corridors everywhere. As Wayne walked through the door, I could have sworn I'd heard footsteps right beside me, but unfortunately this was not picked up by the camera. Unless it was ours echoing, maybe. What was that noise? Hello. Right, ready? Yeah. If there's anybody here, any spirit being, please make a noise. Throw something. Tap on the window.
We mean you no harm. Just wish to speak to you. Can you make a noise? Sound? Anything? Just to let us know someone's here or something's here.
Any person who used to be here in this hospital, come back to visit. Throw something. Whistle. Copy me. Can you copy me? While calling out, we heard 2 faint bangs. We have amplified the sound so that you can hear them. We decided to move on from where we were, and we continued our search on for the morgue. We need to get across more than up. This fucking viewfinder's blinding me now. My torch had started to fade, so I decided I would use the viewfinder from the camera to see where I was going. Keep the torches low. Fuck. Ow.
How's it feel?
Painful. Whack my elbow. As you can see, it's probably not the best idea I've ever had. Wait for me. We decided we would move on from where we were and we would try a different part of the hospital. The atmosphere in this part of the building was different. It felt very dark and oppressive. I also had the feeling as if somebody was following us. The corridor was like many of the others that we had gone through that night. There was doors on the left and doors on the right. We continued on down the long dark corridor till we reached the end. We found an empty room and a set of locked doors. I know, but it still scared me. Watch that hole, there's a massive hole in all there. Yeah, I don't want to see it, that's why I got my back to it.
On the floor.
We have, haven't we?
Yeah.
But we didn't come in here.
I think we did.
We
but
didn't.
We went all the way around and come in the other door.
The floor is so spongy. We haven't. That's that fucking door again. Right, come here, right? That door's locked. Do you remember we tried to get through it? The fucking door's locked. What's banging?
There's no door over there.
No, out there. Floor is very unstable. What's that? Could be a bed or something there, couldn't it? Yeah, there's bats in part of the building. That's why I don't know how to demolish it.
Fucking hell.
If this is the bit we came before, those doors are locked, so what the fuck is banging? I think it could be that. We've been out here. No, leave it, because then we know if it bang it. Bang it again. Wasn't that?
We were in a different room further away.
We carried on down the corridor, but then we decided we would go back and secure the door. But moments later, the door slammed again. We've jammed that door closed. What is it?
Just the wind. The wind's picked up, mate.
We couldn't be certain that it wasn't actually the wind blowing the door, so we decided to leave it and move on. We didn't come this way. Certainly didn't. We had been walking around the main building for well over an hour, through its maze of corridors and wards, and we'd started to get the feeling that we were lost. We had climbed many stairs and covered many floors, and we had no idea where we were. What was it? Oh, it's probably a hydro bar. Is it worth coming into that room? Hang on then. Have you still got your bearings? Have you still got your... No, me neither. If we had to run, I wouldn't know which way to go.
It's just a room.
Are we lost? Must be up here then.
Can't
Upstairs and across again then. Oh, we haven't been up here. We didn't come up these stairs. We didn't. Can't get through there. I ain't walking on that. How do we know we're going the right way?
We don't, do we? Which is why we've got to try everything. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah. Once we had reviewed the footage, we'd realised we'd picked up a strange, unexplained sound. We will now replay the clip, and we have amplified the audio for you. It was beginning to feel like we were walking round and round in circles. We had climbed flight after flight of stairs. We had walked through corridor after corridor, through rooms, through hallways. We had no clue where we were. This is where you've just been. We're lost, we can't get out. Can't be that way because it's a dead end. It's a room.
Well, we've just got to systematically check every fucking room on the way through.
Well, we didn't go that way and we didn't go that way, so we're back up the stairs again.
Right. Oh, fucking stairs. Right. One's going down.
Yeah, but I think we have to go up to get back down.
No, because there's a hose pipe, remember we come in on it.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Hansel and Gretel. That was either your shadow in that window or I've just seen someone in that room.
What room?
That one.
Well, this one.
No, the other one. I don't know if my camera was facing that way. It's not actually recording anything at the moment. Just got it there. Go in.
What?
And I'll follow you in. Oh. I actually thought where it's temperature it might have been the fridges.
All right.
But it's not. Unknown to us at the time, the camera had picked up what sounded like either a child or a woman's voice. We will now replay what the camera captured, and we have also amplified the sound. Only seconds after we'd captured this on camera, I heard what sounded like a groan right beside me.
Yes, we go out.
What was that? Behind me. I heard a groan behind me.
Oh.
Unfortunately, this time it wasn't picked up by our camera. Eventually, things started to look familiar to us and we realised where we were. We could now finally leave. But before we did, we decided to stop and call out one last time.
If there's anyone there, please make a sound. We mean you no harm. Can you make a tap? Can you make a sound? Any sound. Can you whistle? Copy me. I'll do it again. Please, we mean you no harm. We just would like to know if there's anybody here. Can you touch one of us? Either myself or Laurie? Gently though. If you could, that would be brilliant. Come on, really try. Make a sound. There is someone there. Can you tap once for yes and twice for no? But then you wouldn't be tapping twice, would you? Sorry.
We need to be scared.
But I'm not scared.
No, that's what we need to be.
Right.
We had spent almost 5 hours walking around the old asylum, through its maze of corridors and wards, up and down its many flights of stairs, and getting totally lost along the way. Walking around the hospital now, it's hard to imagine what the place would have once been like when it was busy with patients and staff. During our investigation, we did experience some things that we cannot explain. Whether these things were paranormal or have some reasonable explanation, we'll leave it up to you to decide.